Hey guys, Max from the Dead Amigos here, and today I'm going to tell you my 5 most memorable shows that I've ever done with the Dead Amigos. Before I start, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and of course, pre-save our new single on Spotify, or just check it out and fucking dig the vibes. Alright, so starting at number 5, the Gold Diggers Banquet. We loved that show. It was just killer. It was put on by Jimmy Pollock out in Poowong. You bring your tent. They had a bonfire going. They even had like a bath, like up on the hill with a fire under it, like a spa that you could just get into and stuff. It was really good. Great bands, good friends up there. And even like coming to the show, we got like a little lost, and we rocked up at this legitimate American cowboy dude's like farm or property, you know. And he gave us directions, but he wanted us to come in for a beer. And to this day, I still regret not going in and having a beer with that dude because, yeah, he was super nice and cool. But that was an amazing gig. Very, very rough morning the next morning after that one. Number 4 would be St. Kilda Fest at the Espy. All our gigs at the Espy have rocked. So many memorable moments. It's the first place I smashed the guitar on stage, which a chunk of it landed in someone's beer. So, I don't know, is that like a rock and roll hole in one? But that was pretty dope. It's the first time that because they have little pipes on the roof. So like after the gig, like I just jumped up and was climbing on the pipes, and I think it was the first gig that I actually got the crowd surf to, which I think is like one of the things you want to tick off as a musician. You know, being able to crowd surf on you having enough people there to do it anyway. So, but that St. Kilda Fest was awesome. It was just summer. It was like the last one that really happened. Espy, like it couldn't be like a better day. It was packed, hot, sweaty, you know. Especially me and Lachlan, God, man, we nearly died because we were told to bring a bass amp. Little did we know that someone already brought one, but we got, because we couldn't drive into the St. Kilda Fest, we got dropped off like a few blocks away, and we're like, we'll just carry the stuff, until we realised we had to carry this fucking bass amp, you know, with our guitars and shit, and it was like running a marathon. Like, we nearly died by the time we got to the venue, only to be heartbroken to the fact that there was a bass amp there the whole time. So, fuck me, right? But Espy, always good vibes. We miss it. We can't wait to play there again. We can't wait to have you guys back there watching us rock out. Who knows? Might make some more memorable memories at the Espy. Alright. Number 3 would be FRANKIES, Sydney. Yeah. I mean, we've only got to do it twice as the Dead Amigos. It's always a fantastic gig, but the last one was quite memorable because it was like it was a really good trip up. We had a great like little Airbnb thing. We had friends come down. Not only that, after the gig, Alice Cooper was playing in town. So his band Goon Squad, like after our set of bands and that, they jumped on, and Angry Anderson from Rose Tattoo jumped on with them as well, and we're like, what the fuck? And then we're backstage, and I remember Angry Anderson's a big hero of mine. I remember walking down the stairs and I said it out loud, like I could see him at the bottom, and I'm like, holy fuck, it's Angry Anderson. And I remember he just turned to me and then looked back like, fuck, this cunt's gonna talk to me. And I did. But awesome night, great venue, love FRANKIES. It was definitely one that I'll always remember doing. It was just one step wild. Every time I go to Sydney, I just have an amazing time. It's such a good city, and I love FRANKIES Pizza. It's a great bar. Okay, so number 2, we're flying through these. Number 2, second most memorable show, easily would have to be when Tom Morello was just at the show. It's funny because I only just had my first kid, Indiana, I just wanted to fucking celebrate, like, the birth of my daughter, the love of my life. Like, it's just, you know, and I was like, Lou, do you mind if I do this gig at Cherry, you know? And she's like, just go, just have that. I'm like, you know, I wanted to see the boys and see friends and people and just have a drink, just celebrate the birth of my kid. And very cool. On the top of that was the fact that fucking Tom Morello was in the crowd. You know, I remember, like, we finished the set, I didn't even know he was there, and someone was like, dude, Tom Morello just showed. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And as I'm getting on stage, he comes up, you know, shakes my hand, he's like, hey, good set, man, which I think we all do to everybody, but I'm just like, get the fuck Tom Morello, this is fucking wild. You know, we slung him a singlet, which I think we've had on our Facebook page for way too long, but, like, that was, yeah, easily one of the best weeks of my life, for sure. Like, the funny thing is, I called Lou and I told her, and she nearly, like, got up out of the hospital and come down to see him as well. But that was definitely a very memorable show. Alright, drum roll. Number one, my most memorable show, easily, hands down. You can go to one of our other YouTube videos to see it on our video clip of Hold Out, was playing on the roof of the fucking Vineyard in the middle of summer, February, sun blaring, people everywhere, waters little or not, I don't know. That was some batshit crazy. I don't even know how we even organised all that, but that was easily my most memorable show. Me and the boys on a fucking tin roof in the middle of St. Kilda, rocking out to everybody, was just amazing. That was one of the coolest things I think I ever did. We love the Vineyard. Like, especially the Vineyard itself is where we really set our roots as a band. That's where we established our name in St. Kilda, and as a band in general. We did our first, we did our second residency there. We did a first one at the Prince of Wales, which doesn't do bands now, but the Vineyard's always been a vibe. Always, when you do the 12 o'clock, the Thursday night gig, and you play the 1 a.m. slot, everywhere else, any other band venue at 1 a.m. on a Thursday is fucking empty, except for the Vineyard, where it's packed, and it's sweaty, it's hot, it's awesome, and everyone's just fucking cool. I've always loved that bar, and it's loved us back, and we love playing that. So to be able to stand on the roof of the joint in the middle of the day, people everywhere, and we got to film it all and use it for our video clip, was just fucking, that was one of the coolest gigs I've ever done. But they're my most memorable. I know that there's probably hundreds of other shows that I, off the top of my head, but like those I reckon were my favorites. If you got any gigs you want to chuck in to tell us, memorable Dead Amigos, leave it in the comments, let us know what you think. Again, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I love you. And I hope that we can make some more memorable shows, so maybe I can do another top 5 that beat those ones, so I can't wait. Fuck COVID. Love you guys. Out.